clapping threw me off with the beat.
I was trying to stagger, so I was going, oh, clap, oh, clap.
I got a complaint, just like something like that. Well, first we're back, and I feel like the energy's great today. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, it's good.
I was at Universal Studios, and we were seeing the Waterworld Show. And they, instead of, you remember when they make everyone start clapping at once to hype up the crowd?
Yep.
They switched to stomping in bleachers, and you can bring your food in. And so like I had a can of beer, and it started shaking. I had to catch it.
Not cool.
But then the guy started doing like the stomp, stomp, clap, you know, like We Will Rock You.
Uh-oh.
But he said to a crowd while they're stomping and clapping, don't go faster. And immediately the crowd sped up because it's like you can't say the word faster to a crowd.
No.
What are you thinking?
When people are in groups, they are just fucking meat tubes.
That's it.
There's no cognitive thinking going through there at all.
That's what they are to me anyways.
Just little meat tubes.
There's just, I see a person and I go, simple meat tube.
You dumb. They're like the mascots at the Brewers Park where they race the sausages. And shit.
I felt so bad. Everyone, if you guys don't know what the Waterworld Show at Universal Studios Hollywood is, it's almost impossible to describe. It is a stunt show with a story from one of the biggest flops in movie history. If not, is it the biggest?
I think at the time, for years, it was the biggest financial failure ever.
Because I think I heard that it maybe made budget stuff back, but it was expected to be a huge movie, and then it was a critical and commercial failure. But the Waterworld Show is fucking awesome.
Oh, God,
It's incredible. It's so fun. It's stupid. It's also really cool in its stunts. And apparently the main, I've only know this from the stunt show, the main character of Waterworld is the Mariner. He's a half fish, half man. And they have this cool fucking jet ski that will dip down into the water and come up. They did the big intro, like, we see a guy over the wall. He went under the water. And then the Mariner shoots up. He's a hero in the jet ski from out under the water. The jet ski, the music's going, the jet ski slowly comes up out of the water. This dude, he's a new stunt guy, I believe. Not new at stunts, but new Mariner. I've never seen him before. And the jet ski just completely just stops moving.
Uh-oh.
And he is just like laying on it, waiting.
Uh-oh.
And then there's a bunch of stunts in that show. There's not a second that is wasted. So we're just kind of sitting there, and then even though my friend who hadn't seen it before was like, did his jet ski break down? I was like, yeah, it did. They had one of the henchmen come over on his jet ski and pretend to get beaten off, and then not beaten.
Yeah,
he didn't beat him off.
Do that to me.
If you want this jet ski Mariner, you're going to have to earn it. And he's like, hey, man, this isn't part of the fucking show.
Ooh. They're like, I see that you're not speaking. This is a pre-taped audio clip that's going right now.
And then we're all like, stomp, stomp, clap.
He's like, I came into the park late last night and made some re-records. Okay.
So, yeah, I felt bad for that guy. But Universal was fun.
That's good.
I never understand. Whenever I'm at Universal on a hot day, people are in the Harry Potter world and they buy full Harry Potter robes and are walking around in the heat.
Dude, people will do that at like 10 in the fucking morning. And I'm like, you stupid animal. You're in Los Angeles. It's July. What is wrong with you?
What's
you get
going
that
on?
shit. You get that. That is the prereq before you get T-Bell at City Walk on the way to the car.
Yep. And also, I think we have to battle sweat more than some people.
Yep.
But I recently just started actually buying shorts that breathe and wearing Hawaiian shirts to parks when I do like a park day or when I'm like out at the beach. And I was like, I was fucking myself over.
Yeah.
It's not always the sun. I was wearing a tight cloth shirt that was rubbing up against my pits and making me sweat. And then I was like, God damn it, I hate being out in the sun. I don't hate being out in the sun. I was just dressing like a fucking moron.
That's just it.
Every year of my adult life, I'm learning basic things that I should have been. Like, I started for stomach pains. You'll be surprised to hear this. We always had Pepto-Bismol in my house or whatever. I don't care about the brand. Whatever the fuck Pepto is, you know. Is that actually? That's the name of the brand, not the actual like chemicals in it, right?
Yeah, it's bismuth is the chemical.
Got it. Okay. We always had it in the house, and my mom would like use it sometimes, and I think my dad would as well. But it wasn't like one of the recommended things if you had stomach pain. And then I was like sick a couple of months ago, and Chrissy gave me some, and I was like, this instantly solved the. Why the fuck have I? Most things even now like. When there's a problem, actually attempting to fix it with my body rather than being like, what's going on?
Because I used to be able to bear the burdens of that shit, and now I'm just like, I need a remedy for this.
That's what it is. Our 18, you're checking it? We rolling?
We're rolling, we're good, and we're whatever the thing is.
We're cooking. We're cooking, we're booking, and we're keeping on looking.
Oh!
Well, I can turn these out. They're really catchy, and they all make sense.
Do one about mowing the lawn right now.
We're mowing. It's not growing, but we're keeping on blowing. Blowing it is as in, I don't know.
It's one of those ones that blows the grass away as you cut.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty good.
Or you see your neighbor cutting the yard better and you hit him with a blow dart.
Take that, Kenny from down the street.
Fuck you, Kenny.
Asshole.
What was I was saying right before that? Though?
Over-the-counter medication.
Oh, mainly it was that, when we were 18, we could deal with it. And I'm sure the thing is, every time we talk about something like this, there is somebody older than us going, get ready, it's going to get worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like there's like a switch flip, I think, when you turn 21 and your body's like, hey, we can't handle things anymore.
Yep.
And it's only getting worse with every year. And I want to go back to being like 16 and hearing guys in their mid-20s saying this and going, thank God that's not me.
Yeah.
If you're 16 and your body, your stomach is a steel trap, go eat a full Domino's pizza tonight just for me. Eat a whole Domino's pizza with every topping on it.
Wash it down with a vodka Red Bull, please, too.
I used to eat these at this one of my local pizza places I liked a lot. It's called Rosario's. There's your little advertisement. For Rosario's. I don't know
Rosario
why.
Dawson?
No, but I mean, same word, yeah. But
that's the connection. Okay.
They have panzerottis, which are just calzones, but I believe I don't know what we looked this up before on the podcast, but it was fried, and it was like the amount of cheese in that thing, and it tastes so good. But I even tried to eat half of it last year, and I was like. In bed that whole night going like, fuck, what did I do?
Yeah.
I miss eating things that weren't normal for our body to consume.
I was telling you this, I think, and the episode that we had the last time, we just took a break week. Thanks, boys. It was filmed before I went to that Menominee reunion thing to go see my college friends and stuff.
Right.
And I had the most in-your-face realization of all of that shit. In my mind, I didn't even think like I went nutso mode on like drinking and stuff. I certainly drank a lot more than I do these days.
Right.
But like compared to college, it was like, half of what I go drinking a night or something. But it was just stuff where I was having a lot more caffeinated alcohol stuff. There was a lot more sugar in what I was drinking.
What
and shit.
Caffeinated alcohol stuff?
So what set me over was we were out with a group of, other art students and shit. And I was pacing myself pretty good. And then we went into some kind of little towny bar thing.
Did someone convince you of a vodka Red Bull in the middle of the night?
Specifically that, yes.
That's what I thought. Immediately, I was trying to think. For some reason, I didn't jump to. I was thinking of like a coffee thing. And I was like, oh, wait, no, it's going to be a vodka Red Bull.
It was that. And I used to drink those, no problem, But I run out there, and it was. I love going back to fucking towns like that. And we just did have these really fun NPC kind of situations of just like, oh, you run into this person. Here's a random interaction. And I ran into this dude, and it was really nice. He had no clue who I was. He was just some chummy fucking guy. And it was probably 10 p.m. at a like kind of a towny bar. And he was this, I'll just say, Wyatt, thanks for chilling with us, But he had like these old headphones on and stuff, and he was just kept being like, yo, who's this? Who's this? And it was like, he'd play a classic rock song, and I'd be like, you shook me all night long, AC/DC. Oh! And we just shot a bunch of pool. But he was drinking this bucket of, it was like a fucking bucket, a children's sandcastle bucket of a vodka Red Bull. Maybe only a few sips were gone. He goes, here, buddy, finish that. So I accidentally finished that.
So you said the word accidentally there.
Yeah.
But you didn't mean that. So
I was just so quick.
You slipped that word accidentally, but that's not the truth. So go ahead and re-say that, but what's actually the true thing that happened?
Let's think about this. My lawyer's off camera. It was just I was probably 5 or 6 drinks deep, and then somebody just was like, here's a bucket of Red Bull and vodka.
And there you go.
And I didn't I didn't even come close to blacking out any of the nights. I just got like pretty drunk, and even at the end of the night, it was the kind of thing where it's like, hey, we're getting sober again, we're eating some food and shit. But drunkenness aside, I got there Thursday, and it was like drinking Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, leave Sunday. Friday, I had like a massive 2-hour panic attack. And then Sunday, like after I had another like drinking day, I had 5 major panic attacks in one day. I have never had that before. I had caffeine, sugar, sodium, and shit in my body, and it was just hours and hours of your chest is tight and your face is going numb. And I'm just like, My dad came to pick me up, and he was really chill, but I had to explain like, Dad, sorry, you gotta know I'm having a panic attack right now. It is not, I know that the word panic would sound like it's mental. I am fine. I'm not thinking like, where am I? But I'm gonna be fidgety as fuck for this whole car ride home and shit like thing. It was a fucking nightmare, dude.
Yeah,
I can't live like that anymore.
I think especially it's doing it days after, like one day after another.
Yeah.
I didn't even drink that much a couple of weeks ago, and I remember it was like 2 days of just going to 2 different parties, and the next day, and I didn't even really drink a lot there, and the next day my body was like, hey, we're not doing anything but laying down and feeling awful the whole time.
Yeah, dude.
But you mentioned that NPC type thing.
Yeah.
I think I told you about it, but I don't think I mentioned on the podcast the thing that happened in Wrigleyville for me.
Tell me.
So I don't know if, obviously you know this person as well or know of them, but I don't know if Tony's girlfriend wants her name mentioned. So I will say Tony's girlfriend, but I know her more than calling her Tony's girlfriend.
It's Michelle Obama, but yeah.
It's Michelle Obama.
Barack spent too much time with Bruce. Anyway.
It was Tony's girlfriend, Tony, Chrissy, and I when I went back home to visit. And we were in Wrigleyville, and we forgot there was a Cubs game, and the Cubs won. So the energy was like insane right there because we were across the street from Wrigley Field.
Yeah.
And within like a 2-minute span, we were walking past a group of people. A guy looks directly at me and loudly to the whole group goes, "What's with all these fucking mustaches, man? Every guy, this is like the 3rd guy I've seen with a mustache." And I turn, we'll walk a little bit more. Out of the door of a bar we're passing, this huge guy walks out like this, sunglasses pointed like this, and goes, "Hey!" And that's all, and just stayed there like a video game character. And then like 2 seconds later, I got recognized. 2 seconds later, I saw someone from high school. We made eye contact. We did not speak. We pretended not to see each other, and I didn't have any problems with that person. But it was like, it's been too many years. We don't want to do this. After like that 2 or 3 minutes, I was like, I feel like I need to escape somewhere inside. Too much is happening right now.
Oh man, that's crazy.
On that Menominee trip, though,
yes,
you need to talk about the thing you told me and showed me video of.
Okay, Curtis' thing.
Yes.
So Curtis is probably fucking listening right now, honestly.
Oh, is Curtis not cool with it being talked about?
No,
then we'll cut it.
I mean, I would be shocked. I'll text him after this. I'd be shocked.
I'm sure Curtis is fine with this, though. That's just kind of who Curtis is.
But anyway, Curtis, I went to college with Curtis. He's been in a bunch of video shit. Curtis Robert, I've been streaming about him. And Curtis has been editing some of my longer videos. Not the sketch stuff, the longer videos in the last year.
Curtis is one of the most lovely people I've ever met in my life. I love Curtis to death.
He's the best. Anyway, there's a new candy store that got installed in town, which is really weird because there's really there's not shit in that town. But then there's this beautiful candy emporium that's brand new. Curtis went in there and got a 9 million Scoville gummy bear. And for reference, and I hope my information is true, but I Googled, I said, how hot is the hottest hot sauce on Hot Ones right now? And it currently says that the season 15 hottest sauce is 2 million Scoville on up.
Is Hot Ones going on YouTube right now?
I think so still.
I haven't seen a Hot Ones episode in like over a year. How the fuck have I?
Yeah.
It's just my algorithm. Sorry, go ahead. I forgot.
I'm wondering too if it is.
I'll check.
Yeah,
I'll check
it out. Check it out.
Back to Curtis.
So Curtis has a fucking 9 million Scoville gummy bear. And it's just a regular sized gummy bear, but it's like poison. And we walk down to our favorite bar and he says, I'm going to eat this thing and then not drink or eat anything for 5 straight minutes. So
oh my God.
He just fucking...
It is absolutely still happening.
It's still happening?
Yeah,
Are they doing digital shit still?
The photo looks like it's in person, but continue.
Okay, good. I wonder who's their guest now.
Well, Elizabeth Olsen, so from WandaVision. So like,
that's a big one.
Yeah, they're still doing it.
They're still fucking. So Curtis eats this gummy bear at the bar. Obviously, he pretty much dies immediately. Like he was just.
How fast was it? Like, what were the stages? What kind of happened?
It was like he ate the thing right away, and then he was just like, okay, and then he goes like, oh, my mouth is kind of numb. And then he goes like, oh, and it was so weird. You could see in real time, like his face breaking out like clouds. Like it was just spreading apart. And immediately he's like, okay, like his speech was instantly impacted, and he walks out on the sidewalk, and he could like not even close his mouth, and he was just like, "Ugh," and it was just dog, Sandlot, angry dog, dog drool the whole time. And he was like, he couldn't feel his hands and his face and shit.
9 million Scoville is you poisoned yourself.
Yeah.
That's poison.
That's
That's
total
what poison is. That's
Exactly.
a reaction to a poison.
So he was just like out there, and we're trying to like get him stuff. And then the funny thing is too, like right afterwards, we run inside and we're like, hey, do you have like milk or anything? And then the bartender, who was really chill, was just like, no, I got these small warm creamer packets if you want. So like, we had these tiny little Dairy Mate pods, and we're just like, here's some like French vanilla, and Curtis couldn't even open them, so we're having to like one by one hand him these pods and have him just go, blech. And then he went and he like puked like 9 times.
Jesus.
And he's just like, he said in half an hour he felt better. But last night I jumped on Discord with him, and last night was, what day is it? It was at this point.
It's been over a week, hasn't it?
Yeah, he said yesterday was the first day that he didn't have headaches all day because of that.
So it's just for anybody listening, don't ever do that.
Don't do that.
You texted me and said, dude, Curtis just ate a 9 million Scoville gummy bear, and out loud to myself, I just said, why? And Chrissy was like, what? And I was like, oh, sorry. Like, what the fuck? So immediately I was like worried for him.
Yeah, but he survived, I guess.
Also, we recently had, are you cool with talking about that? One of my favorite things that's happened at a party recently. So
yeah,
I'll just set the scene a little bit, but Gus can tell the full thing is. So we recently got dinner, and then me, Sabrina, Chrissy, and Gus went to a party at Jack's Film's house. I can mention the party and everything.
Yeah,
right?
it's fine, because I would literally say the same thing.
The
to
joke's
Jack's
on
face
you
too,
more than anything. So we were just there hanging out, and then Gus, you gonna.
So there was a friend of Jack's who was super chill, and literally I'm the butt of the joke in this situation. The friend of Jack it was there with his wife, and they were not like content creators at all. Just for context, because there's a general repartee that maybe I should have pitched that joke to Jakey or somebody like that.
Right, and even at the YouTube ones, everyone generally, if you haven't met, kind of knows each other and has like I know kind of your vibe and what you would kind of joke about. And
yes.
But this is a party with people that wouldn't know. So
and to them, I was just some random person. And, I was dressed like how I dressed, my big yellow gambling shirt, button way undone, dumb trucker hat thing. And Jack really sweetly does the introduction. He goes, hi, this is blah, 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 and his wife. And this is my friend Gus. He's another content creator. And video watchers, look at the screen. This is exactly what I did. I said, hey, I'm Tony Hawk's kid. and I flipped them off deadpan to their face. And it was met with zero reaction. It was nothing at all.
That's the thing is, though, when you told, because I didn't see it happen, Gus told us in the car, and Chrissy and I were fucking dying. Like, not only is it my favorite that bombed, but that is genuinely so funny to fucking give somebody the finger in the middle of an introduction.
Like, if I had actually thought that, like, I was his kid and just like, yeah, you mean nothing to me. I'm Tony Hawk's kid. Like, you fuck yourself. But it was met with nothing, and then I immediately was just like, yeah, I'm not actually Tony Hawk's kid. Like, you can't salvage the bit at all.
Dude, I love especially the idea. It's such our sense of humor. Like, the idea of being Tony Hawk's kid would be I'm pretty much the coolest guy in the world. Like,
yeah, I'm coasting the rest of my life. That Pro Skater remaster money just put me through Yale, bitch.
Oh, dude, that's the thing is that's so funny. And I think it's one of those jokes that it's like it doesn't have to land then. It's just funny later, Like
they inadvertently gave me a better in the back nine joke there by not doing anything. So thanks, guys.
There was also a moment I loved. We were at a 4th of July party, and there was a lot of people we didn't know there, and it was somebody's birthday as well. And so I am just like out on the deck. Chrissy and I are talking to Sabrina. And like you had been gone for a bit, and there's this big announcement. It was from Ethan, our friend Ethan Nestor. And so Ethan's like really nice, like gives this kind of speech about thanking everyone by coming, and it was like it's her birthday, let's like celebrate. And out of nowhere, he's like, okay, Gus, are you ready? And Sabrina and Chrissy and I are like, Gus, what do you mean? And fucking, they start singing, and there's a bunch of people there that are part of that group. Gus walks out with the fucking pie with candles in the middle of everyone in the singing, and it's just like, happy birthday.
Well, they weren't lit, because so what happened was, It was like we had just finished dinner, and right before dinner, I'd taken a couple of puffs of weed, and so I was like high, and then I was really full, and I went to go get a LaCroix out of like Ethan's fridge, and I was like, Ethan, it was fucking great, like fantastic gathering, and I was like, this is so great, the food is wonderful. I was like, is there anything I can help you with? And he's like, yeah, could you bring out this pie? So I was just like, okay, and Ethan had just gotten done sticking a bunch of like candles in the cake that weren't really candles. They looked like pipe cleaners without the fuzz, you know? So it was a shitload of those, and then he just was just like, all right, I'm just going to go give us a speech, and then you can bring it out after. So I was just chilling over there.
In Ethan's mind, that speech was pretty long, and so it was like, not long like where it was overdone, but it was just like, it was a good couple of minutes to give you time to light it, so I can't imagine the panic.
Well, I didn't even know. Like, so then he goes, Gus, and then I'm talking to Michael Reeves around the corner, you know, and then immediately I'm just hearing like, Gus, and then people are like, Gus. I was like, oh, so I pick up the pie, and none of the candles were lit. So he goes like, what? He goes, oh, go back, light the candles.
Wait, so he just said bring it out. So you didn't think it's my job to light these candles.
I was like, I don't know. Yeah, and even before that, after he had given me the pie rundown, I was just holding it in view of the party, talking to Michael, and Ethan was in the middle of the speech, and he goes like, Gus. Because he's like, go back and hide, you know. So I was like, oh, so then I hid, and then I brought it out without them lit, and then he's like, light the candles, and I was just like, oh, okay. So I had to go back, and there were like 15 hard to light candles, and I had one Bic lighter, so I had to keep switching because I was getting burned on this fucker.
And the thing is, I'll say with it, like, totally normal for you to bring out the pie, totally normal of Ethan to ask, but from our view, it's like, oh, it's somebody's birthday. And then it's just like, oh, Gus is the guy here? I thought he was in the bathroom. Where'd he go?
Oops, my bad.
I love, and this is my JD Power award for Ethan. Ethan is much like us with parties where we all over prep in drinks and snacks, and you can never actually over prep for one of those parties. If you waste a bunch of food, not waste, you can have a ton of leftovers after, but if you have a little too much, people have options. There's nothing worse than being at a gathering and there's no chips at all. That's true. And obviously you got to have a neutral chip, and Ethan did do that. He had multiple neutral chips.
He had multiple neutral entrees.
Yep.
He had vegetarian options, vegan options.
That's what we got to get better at.
Yeah, I never do that.
I don't think about that, and I should more.
That's true.
Oops. Especially out here, because that's like really accommodating for people, and we can easily do it.
That's true.
Put a little effort in.
Yeah, but my mind goes, but they don't have that in the 2 for $5.99 thing at Domino's, so I probably don't want to do it. There was one other thing at Ethan's party that was a minor faux pas thing that I guess I did, and there was. There were a couple different, age groups of folks there, and I met a guy that was definitely not in his 20s. I don't know how old he was, but he was just extremely nice. But he came up and introduced himself, and he was like, "Hey, are you a couple of Ethan's friends, right?" This is right after I had just gotten done eating by hand an enormous plate of barbecue, ribs, handheld chicken, wings, and shit like that.
Barbecue is great.
Barbecue is fucking tight, dude.
Right, but also it's all over your hands. Continue.
I hadn't gotten it. We were waiting in this small pod so we could go to the bathroom and wash our hands. And this man came up and really cordially extended his hand, just like, hi, I don't, he goes like, this is my name. Like, and I was like, it's so wonderful to meet you. I was like, I'd love to shake your hand. My hands are disgusting.
I was there. That wasn't a social faux pas for you.
No, not for, but I was just like, I was surprised. He took me up on it. I was like, I'd love to shake your hand. My hands are disgusting. I just had a full plate of barbecue. These are sticky as hell. Mm-hmm. And shockingly, he goes, I don't mind. Mine are probably fine too. And I was just like, okay.
Which is like, in the moment was like, that's a cool guy move on him.
Cool guy move.
But it's like, you don't want to hear, and I don't mind.
I don't want to hear that, because even if your hand is like fucking Mr. Clean's right hand, it feels gross for me with my gross hand to shake it, let alone for him to be like, mine is gross too. So it's just like, hey,
we're the same. I'm a spitting image of you.
Do you ever do the spit in your hand and shake someone's hand thing that they do in like movies?
No.
I have not, for reference.
Anytime I see that in a movie, I'm like, these people are insane. I feel like that's kind of like cartoon, like young boys out in the forest, like, you know, Stand By Me type shit.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say about? Oh yeah, that was when I met Chrissy's family for the first time.
They did the spit hand
They
thing.
gave me for like a couple of treats for their dog just to introduce real quick, and he licked up them all in my hands, and then Chrissy's dad went to shake my hand, and I had to be like, I'm sorry, so sorry, I can't get drool all over you.
Yeah.
And everyone was real cool about it. It was actually a nice kind of like icebreaker to be like, it'd be gross, haha.
There you go.
So you know, I guess moral of the story is I'm the coolest guy in the world. Is that what you were getting from that?
I mean, I wasn't leading up to it. It seems like you were.
Kind of coolest guy around? Around? Would you give me a round?
Well, again, not that I don't want to praise you, but that would imply that I'm out of the running because I feel like 2 feet from you, I'm around.
Right. Oh, no, I know.
So
that's what I didn't mean to really adjust for that. When I say coolest guy around, I do mean in the vicinity, and maybe even around could just be this apartment.
Yeah. It feels like I gave you 2 to 3 outs and you didn't take them. So.
Yeah, I don't really want the outs, want to stay in, so I'm going to stay in. Oh, also, you didn't mention it at all. You shaved your mustache.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot we got this far in the podcast and people were like, oh.
How strange is that? You know, I haven't shaved it in fucking God knows how long. Let me see here. Let's do one of these. Let's go to the old time machine. Gus Johnson Cold Ones. That was the last time I shaved my mustache. The YouTube thing says 2 years ago on the upload, so it could be as high as 6 years ago once you check the actual date. June 2019. It has been over 2 years since I've shaved my mustache. Huh. How fucking weird is that?
Yeah,
dude?
that's. I mean, I even. I think I'm around the same, but then haven't shaved. I really like the look right now.
Thanks.
I love the mustache. I love this look as well. I think you can rock both of them.
That's just it.
One funny thing we both share, and we've talked about this before. We cannot rock beards. I wish we could.
I can't do it. Dude.
I can't grow a full beard. Tony can grow a full beard. Your boy can't.
It's no good. I can't do that at all. Yours. You actually can grow a beard, and I don't want you to discredit yourself.
I can grow 5 o'clock shadow, but I can't grow a beard. So, I mean, I guess whatever in my head, I think of a full beard. It's like once it starts, but if you remember from that time, it's very low down here and not very, like it's there on the sides, but then there's some kind of like animal growth down here that's like way more.
I can't even do the 2 p.m. shade for my shit. It's like fucking just peach fuzz barbed wire crap, you know?
I think we both, with the 5 o'clock shadow thing, I was like, okay, this is the point. It looks pretty good. I'm just going to keep this as my look forever. Yeah. And that's, I think both of us do that for a while where it's like, yeah, this is good for a couple of years. You know?
That's just it. I mean, that is every style choice. I've said before, I will start out, whether it's a piece of clothing, a hairstyle choice, a facial hair kind of thing, I will huck it out there and be like, it'd be funny if I did this for a bit.
That's kind of how the mustache started, wasn't it?
It was literally, I grew it for par 9, and then I was just like, because I was telling people at the time, I was like, I'm going to grow the shittiest mustache ever, and then I did, and I was like...
You didn't grow the shittiest mustache ever, but continue, sorry.
Oh, you guy.
I won't allow this slander.
I do appreciate that. I'm not doing the self-deprecation thing, but that was the intent before it even came in. I was like, I want to grow some creepy, like, dirt stash, you know? And then I stuck around, and then, I mean, even the yellow shirt that I told you I was wearing at Jack's Film's party was the shirt that I bought for Par 9. That was my main character shirt.
I didn't even realize that. That shirt has so many, like, so much miles on it. So many
fucking miles on it, dude. And it's like that, and then it was dad shoes. Like, for a while, I was only buying, like, I had Kirkland brand shoes for a while that I was getting at Goodwill, and I wasn't even buying new shoes. I was buying used dad shoes.
But the thing is, the dad shoes they're in, man. That's a good move. I will say, and you were earlier than me to it, and I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago, earlier to the mustache game, and I'm glad everyone's got a mustache. But I will say, Tastemakers, Trailblazers,
big guys.
Big old dudes.
Big old dudes.
Big hunky guys. I would consider us hunks.
I'm a hunk, and you are too.
I didn't sound like you believed that when you said it.
That I do. I'm about
hey,
that.
Hey, buddy. Hey, say it.
You're a...
No, don't say it about me. Say it about yourself. Say I'm a hunk.
I'm a hunk.
No, stronger than that. You look directly in my eyes. You say it. I'm a hunk. My name is Gus Johnson, and I'm a hunk.
My name is Gus Johnson, and I'm a hunk.
You say it again.
My name is Gus Johnson, I'm a hunk.
Say it one more time.
My name is Gus Johnson, I'm a hunk.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Sergeant.
The neighbors love us.
Yeah, they must.
But
it's got to be confusing because it's only occasional yelling, maybe once a week in like the middle of the day.
yeah.
So
That's such a it's like a weird shitty cuckoo clock that just goes off during business hours one time.
and
you
it's
know?
like usually friendly yelling.
Yeah.
Like male. Like
Yeah.
I can't imagine what they think that is.
Like what the fuck? Because it's like you don't hear it often enough to build a pattern, and
Yeah.
especially with our upload schedule, it's so erratic that it just is like it's probably somebody over there just doing it on a Word doc right now, and every week they're saying,
I feel like it took a couple months to be like, they saying male?
yeah, dude,
You know?
there's probably a whiteboard in there of crossing off all the tail,
Jail?
sail, what? Like that's our one weekly call that we're like, I'm gonna get you out of jail.
Can you imagine if we both got arrested to the podcast from prison and we would just go like, jail?
I like the sounds of that.
Speaking of that, do you want to get into some mail?
Yeah, let me get it.
Okay.
Stall.
I'm stalling. Also, bringing it up, Tony and I finally uploaded a new video, and Tony is narrating in it as well as me. And also, believe I can say it because Tony texted me about it. The next time Sven and Tony are both out here at the same time, Tony will be on the podcast, so you guys can stop asking me.
That'll be so rad.
Also, we're planning our little fellas trip. I think we mentioned before, so shit's happening.
You're gonna see some men coming up here.
You're gonna
boys.
see some which is very different from our scheduled programming. Okay, you going first?
You rip that bad boy open. Mine's a little more hands-on.
I can tell. Let me guess right now. This is one of those packages that looks like it's got the little, easy peel.
Yeah.
And I can tell it's one that's a fake out.
Uh-oh.
Why does Amazon have those fake out ones?
Yeah, that sucks because that's the only thing wrong with them.
That's the only thing wrong with that company. It wasn't a fake out.
I think it was, but you're just so strong.
Yeah, I got you this time, Bezos. You fuck.
You see that video of Zuckerberg on that dumb surfboard shit?
Did you see the fucking rocket that Bezos is flying up in?
No, what?
I gotta show you now.
Tony, put this picky on the screen here.
Okay,
please.
Wait until I show him Bezos rocket.
Is it gonna look? Can I make a guess?
Yes.
It's very phallic looking.
Your guess is exactly right. Here is the rocket ship.
What the fuck is that? It's got a glands and everything.
Yeah.
Blue origin, blue ball. Come on, dude. What are you fucking doing, dude?
I'll say it right now. He's got to be the most insane person in the world.
He's crazy.
He's got to be an absolute maniac.
You ever see that video of David Blaine doing a card trick with him at a party or whatever?
No, but can I make a guess?
Yes.
Does he make a weird villain laugh?
Yeah.
I saw that one clip of when he was at a tech show before, and he had like those, we talked about it before, those gloves that move from far away, and he's, ooh, I will buy this for Amazon and have drones grab you from far away, pick you up, and throw you in the ocean. Sorry, but the David Blaine one?
He's like fucking Kristoff in the Truman Show Moon. Just
I'm sorry, I can't rock with the man, I really respect that. That guy is a villain. He's showing it to you. He's a Lex Luthor villain, and he's actively not hiding it. And some people are like, gotta respect it though.
Yeah, but he's pushing us into space faster. No, he's fucking not.
Bro, you gotta respect letting billions of dollars just sit there.
Yeah, because he's going to space faster, that would make us go to space faster, even though he owes billions of dollars in taxes and he's not paying that.
Bro, you're just jealous that he abuses the labor of millions of people. Okay, I got this one open. I'm just holding it here, but I don't know what it is yet.
Okay, tell me what it is. I'm panicking. By the way, the David Blaine thing is not anything of note. You can check it out. He just is weird as fuck. He's trying to be all casual and shit at a party.
Okay. I think this one might be a custom flag. I'm really.
What?
But it feels like. Does this not look like one of the what am I forgetting the sleeves for books? What are they called?
Oh.
This just shows how far we've been from school now.
This is gonna.
Why the fuck don't I know what they're called?
Don't say it, Tony. Don't say it.
Nobody say it that's listening right now. Nobody say it. Even in your car, I know we can't hear you. Don't even fucking say it.
I know what you're talking about. My mom would never let me get one of those because she says there's a waste. We could just make them out of paper, but we never made them out of paper.
They were required for us. We had to do it to protect the books that we had to pay way too much for.
Yeah.
Why the fuck don't I remember the name of it?
Is it just like book cover or some dumb shit?
Is it just a book? Well, we gotta look it up now.
Look it up. Is it like a scrunchie or a
Do you think the appropriate Google would be like a book sleeve to see?
Here's what you should Google. You should say, "Hey, buddy, sorry to bug you. What's that dang thing that I used to put around my book?"
Wait, what the fuck is it called?
It's probably just gonna be book cover, and we're just trying to.
I'm seeing book sleeves come up for it, but they don't look like the thing I'm thinking of. Book cover what for school?
Stretchy.
Stretchy. What the fuck are they? Is it just book cover? Are we? No, because I'm just seeing the like covers for books. Well, this one looks like it.
What is
Jumbo
it?
book. Are they just book covers?
Oh my god, dude! Why didn't you guys say that sooner? You
Why the fuck didn't anybody tell us?
Wasted our goddamn time. We're putting
I'm
a show together.
Waiting for a fucking answer. We're stalling in the show. We're wasting a bunch of precious airtime of this podcast. Every moment matters. You guys won't fucking tell us what the book cover's called?
It's like, what the fuck are you doing? You're probably driving to work right now. You're throwing us on. You just wasted minutes of your commute with this garbage. You could fix it.
That's on you. You wasted your own time.
Sick of your shit, dude.
Sick of your shit. I forgot what we were doing. Oh, the packages. Yeah.
Oh, those are fun because you could take them off the book and then you could put them on your head and it looks like a do-rag with little ears on it.
Thanks for the suggestion. I think I might try that sometime.
A little classroom hack for you guys. Just based on the lighting of this, can I make a prediction?
Yes.
It is still from The Office.
You think?
Let me see that.
They sent it because I will say it said the thing said Gus and Eddy on it, but it was an Amazon sent one, and it says I'm not gonna say the brand, but it seems like a custom flag brand.
Oh.
But I don't know.
I still think it's The Office.
I think if you're that confident, I feel like you're right there. There's
Just
also
'cause of the
something
lighting.
in this. Oh,
Probably
this is
paperweight.
to hang it up somewhere. Okay, let's see. Let's pins.
Pins.
Acupuncture during the mail process.
Let's do next week. Let's do an hour-long just acupuncture.
Wait, this looks like it's gonna be awesome. Hold on. Here, how about I'll give you this and we'll open it for that camera.
Okay.
Right here. So I'll just hand
you
you
don't-
this bit and then we'll.
you don't
open
know
it.
what it says
I
yet.
still don't know. I just saw text.
Okay.
There's two sides to it as well.
Okay. The juice. Look at this shit. Oh, this is the best.
That was the least fucking. I did not expect.
Expected that at all.
What's on the other side?
It's just the same print. It's just.
Oh, okay. Oh my god,
Juice
dude.
is fucking. Oh, that is so fucking hilarious, dude.
Dude, I would have never fucking expected that. That is so. Oh my god, I can't even fucking believe that. Who sent
You
that
can
to us?
see, you can literally look at, dude. I can talk through the flag. You can
Dude,
see
we should
OJ. in the fucking Bronco.
I've never seen that angle either. Like, oh my god. The fact that it's like also the text is so clean. Oh my god.
Oh, man.
You could have given me 1,000 guesses to what would have been on this thing and it would have been.
Do you think I was close or far guessing The Office?
Hey, I didn't rewatch a lot of the final seasons. That could have been a frame from one of the final seasons. I don't remember.
I think he was in that episode where they interview for a new manager and Jim Carrey's there and Ray Romano and stuff. So I think OJ swings through.
They go, hey, didn't we have another guy who's late for his meeting? And they cut to the fucking OJ chase. Or it's a flashback for Dwight and he's a volunteer policeman and he tries to pull over OJ.
He's in one of these cabs here.
Wasn't that the like Forrest Gump sequel thing? Is that he was maybe going to be in OJ's car?
Wait, really?
We're
Are they
literally going
making
to cut
one?
this if it no. That it was like a script for it that never got. Hold up. I'm going to look it up. I don't want to sound super stupid, so we might cut this because
That's good because we never sound dumb on this at all.
I just typed in, as I said, I didn't want to sound dumb. I typed in, I was looking up, remember, Forrest Gump being in OJ's car. I typed in the word juice. Do you think it would come up?
Wait.
I'll just search juice and we'll see maybe.
Juice. If it's on the front page, if you search juice, if there's a single OJ result of
For
Google.
images?
Just for, of images.
Okay. Hold on. No.
Man. Damn. Slight scroll.
How far do we have to go if you search juice before you see OJ?
But what if you try searching the juice?
That's going to be immediately him.
You think so? Just adding the?
The juice, I believe, will immediately add him.
I bet you get an autofill suggestion of the juice is loose, though.
The juice, third result. So
imagine being so important that you're not a general juice. That's like being like, dude, that's the tree over there. That's the water.
I'm not kidding. I just searched Forrest Gump juice without. Why can't I fucking just search OJ, dude?
Because juice is loose, bro. It's on your brain.
It's gonna be Bubba Gump shrimp juice. Oh, god damn it! It autofilled. Okay.
You need to search it with the vocal intonation though of David Schwimmer being juice.
I did not make it up. Forrest Gump 2 would have featured OJ and Princess Diana.
Oh my god!
It was a scrapped script for it.
Going for that rated R there.
Yeah,
little balzo mode.
But also the thing I saw somebody point out on TikTok the other day was that if that had gone through, it would implicate him as being an why am I forgetting the word? Accomplice. Yes, yeah. An accomplice to the crime, because there's no way he'd be like hitchhiking. And also, what would that scene be? I don't even know. Also, I'm gonna grab a water real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab a LaCroix. I'm feeling a little crazy.
Is there an extra one in there? Could I trouble you for that? I'm trying to imagine if they try doing as Forrest Gump these days, what the fuck they'd even do with something like that. Because it's like, I guess that character could continue aging. It did have a pretty natural ending to his story, though.
Here is my theory on stuff like that.
What's your theory on stuff like that?
So,
thank you, Juice.
Because of the internet, we experience pop culture so much more than you would before. And it's talked about and memed and it's always like things are always, especially stuff that happened while the internet happened, like never gets forgotten.
Yeah.
And so seeing something like Forrest Gump going in recent events would just seem cringy because it's not like revisiting an old thing we left in the past.
Yeah.
It's like something that we've always talked about.
That's really true. Like if they did shit like the 90s stuff.
Wait, it's not fully cracked. Are you really ready to count this down?
Yeah, I didn't want to bring it up because you keep getting mad at me for it. I'm trying my best, but...
Okay, so get your hand on it, but don't crack it. 3, 2, 1. I don't even know why
you just said don't crack it. There was no game plan, and you started fucking counting.
When I started counting, did you think I was just counting down from 3 for practice?
Yeah.
Okay, how about we...
Did you...
Let's move on from it.
Okay, I could get another can and...
I don't want you to waste another can.
Okay. Keep crying.
Oh. What was I going to say? Hey, man.
Hey.
What a life, am I right?
Juice is loose.
But yeah, with those types of events, also speaking of pop culture stuff, I don't know why this popped into my head. I am fucking loving, some of them can be kind of cringy, but I'm loving the idea that there's now this fucking meme about Vin Diesel and family with Fast and Furious. Because on the studio tour at Universal, there is the most insane thing that's ever been made, which is the studio tour at Universal, of course I'm just telling everyone, is a tram that it's probably the best thing there. It brings you through live sound stages, historic moments in Hollywood or places in Hollywood. It's incredible. But there's also ride stuff. There's a real cool like 3D King Kong one, and it like kind of puts the tram on a track. It moves around, and there's these screens with 3D glasses that makes you feel like you're moving. There's one for the Fast and the Furious that is so bad, like in its cheesiness, that it's like it seems like the person making it is making fun of Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
And Vin Diesel's performance in it is like, Owen found us. We gotta go. Everyone get in the trucks. But you'll be safe because we take care of our family. And it's like, Jesus Christ, man. Also, it's like when they set up the ride, there's like a projected effect, like the people are standing there. Fucking The Rock comes in so cocky that he comes in, he says his action line, and then he smiles and gives a look at the audience like, yep, it's me. I'm The Rock. And then looks back and it's like, you're not actually there. You can't do that. He can do that in person. If he came out on stage, he could be like, yeah, it's The Rock.
Yeah.
It's a projection. He's actually being shown 8 times across all the trams.
That's true. 2 thoughts here, okay? First of all, I don't understand, because I've seen other situations, though, where it's like an actor will come in and just be kind of lame like that. It's a theme park ride. Why would you not, like, it's like, bro, you're going to be kind of fucking immortalized here. This is not a B day. This is an A day. Yes.
Because the thing is, I will give The Rock in making fun of that. I have heard many, and exclusively men, cheer when he walks on.
Yeah.
Nobody cheers when Vin Diesel comes up, and I think that's what he's so upset about, because they have that feud, is that everyone gives a shit about The Rock, but yeah, you're immortalized on this ride. Thousands of people are going to see it every day.
Yeah.
And the best you could do was, we gotta get out of here. Like,
driver, move that tram.
Move that vehicle.
Move
That's
that
the
vehicle.
one. he goes, driver, move that vehicle. What in the Extreme Home Makeover fucking phrase is that?
Cool.
And he didn't give any energy. You know who would have done it better?
Who?
Ty from Extreme Home Makeover.
Oh my god.
He would have gone, move that tram.
And they're like, Ty, you gotta lose the megaphone. It's not canon. So just leave
it's
it
not
off
canon
there.
in Fast and Furious to have a megaphone.
No, it's not. Dude.
Only cars, no loud voices.
Come on, man. Camrys, not cannons. Let's go. My other favorite thing there is that, excuse me, it's been interesting now because we've been going to Universal pretty heavily for the last 3.5 years or so. And if you've noticed, they continue to shave down the pre-ride stuff. Because at first, it used to be you go on there, and then on the TV screens, it would have like an FBI agent doing some sort of broadcast, and then the
for that pre-ride for Fast and the Furious. I thought you meant for the whole studio tour. I was like, oh no, that's not. Oh yeah.
It was like, and it was an FBI agent trying to do some broadcast, and then The Rock hacks into the video feed.
Tyrese hacks into the video. Or no, you're right.
He does
You're
now,
right.
though.
Yeah, and then Tyrese's part would follow.
Yes, and then Tyrese's part would follow, and then it was you look at the projected screens on the side, and then it was like that whole family shit on the side.
Yep.
And then they cut the whole FBI agent thing, but it's still the same agent that comes in to break the party. And then now the most recent thing is they cut out Tyrese Gibson's his lines.
Yeah, he's
because
only in it briefly.
And I wonder if it's because it was like, because it was like a little bit sexist kind of thing. Because that's the only thing that makes sense. Because if you remember, he used to do this shtick where he'd be like, you guys are all like, I'll try to take care of you, especially you, ma'am, in the 3rd row. Call me.
Can I tell you something?
What's up?
It's back, baby.
Is it back?
Yep. Oh. He said, but the thing is, the 3rd row in my tram, Dad and his kids.
Oh.
So don't do that line. It's
Hot.
just kind of weird every time. I mean, obviously, it's not like, oh no.
Yeah.
He's just talking to the idea. But it's like...
It's back then? Why the fuck would they... Because it was like only that little part was trimmed out because it used to be a oneer between him and... Is it Rosario Dawson? Is the girl in there?
Michelle Rodriguez.
Michelle Rodriguez. I've literally never seen a single one of the movies. I'm not trying to distance myself. I just did not know her name. But it used to be like a oneer with them. But now it was like... It would start with that, and then it did they're hiding a cut by punching in on the existing video, and then that little exchange was gone. So I thought they were just like, just kind of like weird and like flirty and shit, so they cut it, but it's back now?
Dude, 1,500 people stormed the Universal gates and bring back that Tyrese line. We have to see it.
So now I can get 2 boners on the ride?
First one's when Oh, by the way, last thing I'll say about the ride.
Tell them.
So like there's like a party going on. And yeah, if they were going to cut anything sexist, it's probably that party of women that are very scantily clad. But then, and Tyrese is very much like, what's up with all the ladies here? Hey. But Tyrese is talking to an FBI agent. And then the ground opens up. And Vin Diesel comes up on a semi-truck just standing there and doesn't... like look up, being risen out of the floor, just kind of rises, straight face. We're here for our family. Anyways, Nobody's,
love it.
dude. How many people listening have been on that fucking ride? Why are we talking about
Probably
it so
not.
long?
The Gus and Eddy podcast would like to formally apologize for the quarter of the airtime programming being talking about the intricacies of Universal Studios Hollywood.
It's our payback from when they wasted our time about the book covers earlier.
That's just it. You get what you reap, what you sow. What you plant in the kingdom will surely grow. Okay, it's harvest, bitch.
Keep going. That was a good line.
And
give us more lines like that.
If we reap what sow what we reap what we sow.
I said give us another line.
And the kingdom will surely grow. I sang that in choir. I can't imagine that's copyrighted. Oh yeah, I forgot we're still doing mail.
Wait, did you show the address on it?
Oh, I think I was
the PO box.
It.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
we're good. We're good.
PO
Sorry.
box shit. Oops.
No, you're good.
Look at first of all, look at the fucking penmanship on that.
Oh wow.
Classy.
Looks kind of reminiscent of like the Harry Potter text.
It looks like. Oh, you remember when they put that in the book and they'd be like, "Hey, this isn't the usual font. This is they're writing a letter now font."
Yep.
I will say to even add to the class, the person's name is Giordano.
Whoa.
And their last name is even fancier than their first name, but we ain't doing last names.
Right.
It's Giordano B.
Can I see it real quick?
Dude, look at fucking.
You know what wow, what a name!
What a name!
That's a great name.
Bar is very high.
I would say low because the name was all that I needed.
It's very thin. I assume
You looking for
art.
money in it?
Whoa! That's cool art, Eddie.
Oh! It's that meme big hair photo of me, and it's done really well. It made me look real cool.
Let's see this one. Here's me. It made me look cool too.
Oh, we look awesome.
Look, I'll put
we've never looked this cool.
We will never look this cool. Give him that. I will read the note here. Dear Gus and Eddy, I'm sending you 2 tiny little portraits. Something about the yellow and pink on your set made me want to do it. You two and Sven and Ian have brought me many laughs. Thank you, BG. What a sweet, succinct package.
And look at this awesome signature at the bottom of these.
That is a fucking cool signature, dude.
That's great mail.
That's some good ass mail. Well, that's it for mail.
There you go. I have been so tired lately of not tired of, but I feel like we had some big, most people have big like 4th of July weeks.
Yep.
I feel like I did more on a 4th of July week than I ever have. Normally I don't do things. But post-vaccine, I'm like, I should do things more with my life. I feel like the first 2 years we were out here, the amount of days I wasted I still play a ton of video games, but especially like a friend would ask me out for plans. I'd be like, I really want to stay inside. I have not regretted doing things.
Me neither.
Also, I really want us to try that one bar you're talking about, the Wisconsin type one.
Yeah, dude, I like that. If I had glasses, I'd lower them, and I'd glance at you right now,
That's
too.
one thing I have, but they're not sunglasses, so it's not really like I'm doing anything.
I knew it was coming behind there because I'm already seeing them right now.
You can see right through.
Yeah,
Interesting
exactly.
things about these is they don't hide your eyes.
Do you have a food that you've tried in the last couple months at a restaurant or something that you were like, that's cool, I put myself out there, paid the reward. Reap what you
Honestly,
sow.
that was more during the like quarantine and branching out, and it's like, so I haven't like, it's not that I haven't gone to branching out to new foods. It's just that I'm having a lot of them now and are used to a lot of them that are real good.
I love it, dude.
A big one during quarantine is having more Korean food. And Korean food is fucking amazing. Oh my god,
Holy shit, dude! I've had some good KBBQ and stuff now too. Dude, we gotta go to that KBBQ place.
We gotta do one of those.
It's fucking good, dude.
And I especially, the good thing about it is that I don't trust me and you with the little grill, but Chrissy and Sabrina are, I'm sure, great with it. I'm just gonna assume when you guys went, Sabrina was the expert with it.
Yeah, because I dove in right away, and then the grease burned me so bad that I was sobbing and I couldn't order, so she had to order for me, and she had to kind of like use the menu to like hide my face so that the waiter didn't see I was crying. She was just like, what do you want to eat? And I said, of course, I was like, I'd love some nuggies, and she's like, they don't have those here.
So do they have spaghetti and meatballs or mac and cheese or chicken tenders?
She said, no, we've eaten those for lunch and dinner for the last 8 consecutive days.
She said they don't have any of those?
And she said, I'm kind of surprised that you seem surprised because, again, you Googled the place, booked the Uber here, saw the sign, read the menu, and now we're at this point. And you're still crying, by the way. So they did end up making me nuggies.
Well, the place you were going, was it the one where you work the grill, or was it more one where they kind of do it?
I really like it because they set the grill at your table, and then the idea is that somebody will come over and maintain it so that
that happened to a place we went to as well.
Exactly. Like the stuff is always there, and then it's like even if the dude is literally right there, you can pull something off the grill right in front of them. You can put new shit onto there, but it just understand it's like, it's like breathing. You're gonna be breathing anyway. But if you stop yourself and be like, do I need to breathe now? Yeah, I could do that. It's like that, but with meat.
Everyone we were listening to, you just made them think about breathing.
You guys are driving to work right now, and you're going like an
a
idiot.
Fish out of water, you fucking loser.
I might go to a nice aquarium in a couple of days.
Dude, me and Chrissy have been meaning to go to an aquarium for a while. Wait, I don't want to. I was gonna say where are you going, but if you don't want to,
going on a little trip.
You going on a little trip?
A little secret trip. You might see some sea creatures.
Were you just combining sea creature and trip together?
Yeah.
I like it.
It was sea creature and secret and trip.
That's good.
The secret trip.
It's good because I knew it when you said it, but I didn't. You really got me there. I'm blown away.
You want me to combine sea creature and secret and vacation? Secretion. I'm gonna go have a little secretion.
Not that one.
Not that one?
No, I wouldn't say that. You're like, well, you're talking to like, somebody at just small talk at like the post office. What are you doing this weekend? Well, got a little bit of secretion going on.
Figured I'd take the kids,
But yeah, that's aquariums. I need to go to more because I feel like. I don't know. My brain has completely changed since I just didn't like doing things when I was a teenager. I was just like, I just want to stay and play video games. Now I'm like, what a joy to see some fish and be surrounded by just that aquarium, like that kind of dark with the water blue cast everywhere. What a magical places aquariums are.
Just nuts. I remember when I was a kid, like I went to a really, really nice one. They got one at Mall of America. It was like an hour and a half from us. And I went it was one of those things. I told you how fucking frugally we lived growing up and shit. And I had a lot of stuff that my parents would take me out and do that was really fun, and I didn't realize till after that they were doing the freemium version of the activities. A good example would be like, those little like trolley cars or things outside a grocery store where you get in and you put in like a $1 and then it'll go and just move around. I didn't know those moved till I was like 16.
Like, isn't it fun? Get a picture.
Yeah, go sit in that fucking ambulance. Great. It's been static the whole time. But we kept going to the Mall of America, excuse me, the like aquarium there a bunch, and we would like go down the escalators, and it was just the free fish in the lobby of like stuff that you could see of, like, hey, there's a bunch of stingrays in this pool and there's some urchins and a couple little fish and shit like that. So then we just go down there at the Mall of America, and my parents would be like, wasn't that cool that they put that little aquarium there? And I was like, that was 3% of the aquarium. Yeah. But I went there. My grandparents bought a ticket sometime, and I went through there, and I remember being fascinated and also like the right amount of kind of freaked out, because it's like sharks are 270 degrees around you.
Right. Yeah.
That's fucking cool. I can't wait to go back. Probably haven't been since I was a kid.
That's great. I also heard from a friend that the Shed Aquarium in Chicago does 21 plus nights where they break out bars and you can just drink and hang out at the Shed Aquarium, and I really fucking want to do that now. So I'm going to figure out when that's happening next.
Dude, you said that, and then the logistics of that in my head all came together, and I was like, that sounds so cool.
If that happens, and I'll give it away now. If that is happening when we're doing our Chicago show, I will not show up to the show. I will be doing that instead.
Just a little teaser for the programming you'll see is if the aquarium's open, Eddie won't be there. So.
Also, I mentioned before, I'm not going to announce it just yet. I'm working on something that it would not be a show, but would be something that weekend where if you didn't get a ticket and you're in the area, I don't know if you, I don't know if we talked about it. I don't know if you're showing up to that at all, but I'll definitely be there, and then Gus might. Who knows?
Again, if the Shed Aquarium is open,
you won't be there.
I just won't fucking be there.
It won't be at night. I don't think so.
I don't care about the operating hours of the Shed Aquarium. I will not be there if that is a possibility.
I can't wait. Yeah, even the last time I went to the Shed Aquarium, I was a teenager, and I couldn't afford to get the big ticket to go see all the really cool stuff. Mm-hmm. So there's kind of like a cheaper, you walk around the top level and see the smaller fish. So I've never really seen the full scope of the Shed, and I would love to.
Man, I'm excited, dude. Mm-hmm. I'm boning up just thinking about it.
I would...
Can't wait for the secretion, dude.
You can't just at a table say I'm boning up just thinking about it.
You know, I'm under the table. I think you couldn't verify that, so I'm just like safe space. You know,
just at a party, like you get invited to something. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm boning up just thinking about it.
Do you think I should go back into that lovely couple that I used the Tony Hawk line on and try the boning up?
They like forgive you for that and invite you to something. You're like, hey, I'm boning up just thinking about it.
Yeah, no. They invite me over there. Like, I was just like, hey, I'm so sorry for the confusion. Like, if that was like was weird or whatever. And they're like, honestly, thank you. Like, that did kind of make us feel uncomfortable. We just weren't sure how to read it. But we're so glad you came to the party. There's some veggie platters over there. And then I hit him with the I'm boning up just thinking about them broccoli.
You know what I've found more with party stuff after quarantine? And I think I'm already getting better at it. But the first couple of things we went to, I had a much harder time thinking of things to say.
Yeah.
And usually I feel like the podcast has us in a pretty good spot with that.
Yeah.
But and I think I'm getting better at it again, even just us having a live podcast rather than Discord calls.
Totally.
The amount of fucking, like, doing the Discord podcast thing makes you interrupt each other so much.
No, you go ahead.
No,
What?
you say what you were. I don't even think we've done that once live since everything happened.
Hold on. Who's in? Is Will? Are you in here?
Did that happen? Did we keep that in one of the episodes?
I don't think he ever popped in on voice, but I think we kept in him messaging.
Because he popped in on voice once, but we were recording and he wasn't. Our friend William Osmond. He popped in and was like, "Yo."
I can't remember if we even like give him the shade about the T-Pain thing on the podcast. I think we did, where it was like literally.
I don't think we mentioned it.
We can fucking say it.
Yeah,
It's
no, you're good.
I fucking love Will. He's seriously one of our best friends out here. But every fucking time there was somebody new sliding into the Discord server for the podcast, or like if somebody posted like a meme or something in there, for like a stretch of like 6 months in quarantine, Will would always chime in. It would be the only person that would do that.
I believe it was T-Pain joined the Discord, and Will said something along the lines like, "No way, that's really T-Pain." Yeah. It was like, I had to message him, and I was like, "Will, it is."
Yeah,
it
we're
is.
like, delete that fucking comment, dude. Yeah.
I love Will, man. Will's the best. I actually don't think. When was the last time I haven't seen Will, at least very recently, but I'm sure I saw him at least once. I don't think I've seen him since.
No.
Has he been at?
I saw him at my birthday thing when you were.
But I wasn't. Yeah, I had
Disney.
I had Disney plans. I actually specifically asked Ted if that had come up at all, that I was at Disney, and I appreciate you mentioning that to people, because I had a planned trip to Disney. Me and Chrissy did for a while, and then Gus was holding, not on his birthday but the day before, a little bonfire party, and I was like, I didn't want to ask because I didn't want to make it about me, but I was like, I feel like if people show up and I'm not at your birthday party, there might be a little bit of a thought of like, what's going on, you know?
Trouble on the home front.
And so I appreciate you mentioning it. Ted was like, "Oh yeah, I heard you were at Disney," and I was like, "Whew."
Especially if there were any new people that were popping off for the first time, I was like, "What up? Eddie's at Disney."
Just so you know, before you say happy birthday, Eddie's at Disney.
Eddie at Disney. That being said, praise me for my birthday. You know who's a new person, and I will say, because they did a bunch of shit in town here when they were over here. Finally got the chance to meet him in person. Mark Rebele.
Yeah, we were talking. I missed him there, and we were talking about hanging out, and our schedules just didn't match up for it. But man, he seems like the coolest dude.
He is.
Jakey said he's the best too. Yeah.
Instantly, I was like, I love this guy. This guy's fucking cool, dude. He rolls up because he had literally flown in that day, and then he had an Airbnb that was kind of nearby, and he rolls up on this like. You've seen like one wheel things before, right? That you stand on, and it's like a
you talking about the
wheel.
one that's the board with the big old wheel?
Yeah,
in it? Yeah.
This thing is like 2005 iRobot future technology one wheel thing. He rolls up. The man's got these gorgeous slacks on, these fucking tight ass shoes, a great shirt. He's rolling up, and he just is slick as fuck, dude. He's such a character in the best of ways.
Not only of Mark seeming like a very lovely person and an extremely talented person, that man's style.
Style's off the charts.
Unmatched. For people that don't know, he has the most collection of robes that I've ever seen in my fucking life, and his apartment's awesome too.
Oh god.
Just seems like a great guy all around.
I love people like that are just so like, you can tell that every single decision that they have made, both in physicality and how they portray themselves, how they speak, is a conscious thought that completely is them. I like that.
Yep.
That's Mark.
That's Mark. And I still haven't met him, but I'll say that's Mark.
Anyway, fuck you, Mark, asshole. You know, I didn't know if you ever, I'm sure people listening have realized this now, but I put together so late in the game that, you know that big viral video that gets shared around probably every 3 months on these circle jerk Reddit threads of like, you know, instant justice, instant karma. I know you already know what I'm talking about. It was when the first iPhone came out, and there was some lady that was going and talking to some news crew because, you know, they were going out of like, oh, there are lines around the Apple Store. Oh, what's going on? Are you here to buy an iPhone? Yeah, you know, that kind of thing. And this cocky ass lady comes up and she's like, I took out $100,000 in cash and I'm gonna go buy the first spot in line and I'm gonna buy out all the iPhones and sell them on eBay. It's weird that people were that upfront of like, I am a scammer.
Yep, I'm going to be terrible. Everyone's waiting here. I don't mind fucking them over because I'm smart, rise and grind, baby. That's
it.
The reseller stuff. Do you remember at the time it was treated like, oh, you're smart for doing that. You're smart for buying a bunch of Wiis and ripping off a lot of families that desperately want to get a Christmas gift for their kid.
And why was it, though? It broke my heart. But it was.
But yeah, sorry, continue.
Anyway, there's another person interviewed in the news story, and it's this young man who... Excuse me, I had a little LaCroix burp. It's this young man who was the literal first in line, and she bought his spot off of him for $1,000. I'm sure you've seen the fucking video at this point. Anyway,
a lot of people, I'm sure, maybe haven't.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, the lady buys the guy's spot in line, and then, you know, luckily he had a group of 4 people there, and they were only looking to buy 3 phones or some shit like that. The lady gets in first in the store.
Doesn't she give him like $800? Sorry, what did you say the amount?
It was either $800 or $1,000.
So, yeah,
but it was enough to cover the phone and accessories and shit. And she gets in the store, and they captured on camera of the worker saying, you're only allowed to buy one phone.
Which, of course
you fucking are. Like, why would they do that?
Yeah.
So immediately it's like she's out like $1,000 pretty much. And then Mark was like, again, there was one person in their group that didn't want to buy it. So he's just like, here's the money. And he's like, I got it. It was Mark.
Yeah, it was
the
Mark
guy. That was Mark.
Yeah.
Like before he was doing like what he's doing now at the Loop Daddy shit.
That's crazy. That's really like to have an old viral video and then, you know, like years later, just have no, like, because it has nothing to do with kind of what Mark does now.
Yes.
It's like finding out that like Casey Neistat is David after dentist.
Candace?
What time are we at?
I don't remember how to read digital clocks.
So, hold on. You telling me if you had an analog clock on there, you'd be fine?
Yeah, just the lines correspond to the numbers, and I just don't. But then that makes sense to me, you know. But I see it in a digital format, and I'm just like, what is this?
Okay, can you read numbers?
Yeah, I can read numbers. No
Okay,
problem.
so you could just read it out to me if you don't have to figure out what.
Yeah, but we're talking like reading versus like, you know, telling the time.
Okay, so can you say the numbers of the time out loud?
Yeah, no problem.
So, oh no. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm being clear enough. Would you read it out for me right now, please?
Oh yeah, I totally would. That wouldn't be a problem. And then what's your follow-up question?
So no, that's the question. Is I'm asking.
Oh, you're asking me like what time it is here?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Well, again, I can't read the.
So just say it though. Just say what's on the screen if you can read it, and you're all good.
Wednesday, July 7th.
The time, Gus.
87 degrees.
Gus, the time. The one with the colon in the middle.
Okay, Google. Take me to World Clock website.
There's also a Google in this apartment. So that's not your phone. That's my Google. Hey,
Okay.
Google. What time is it? I'm getting shafted by Google, too. Hey, Google. What time is it?
3:22 p.m.
Okay, so Google said it's 3:22. When did we start?
2:15.
Okay, so then
Hold on, I gotta do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This will be 110. 1, 2, 3, 4,
no, go. Yeah,
10. 1, 2, 3, 4.
you said 10 twice.
I know. So now I have 3 10s, which would be 2, 3, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have 3 10s, which would be 1 1 2 2 3. So then that would be 10, 10, 10.
I'm at
So
6
those are 3
tens.
So we're at 6 tens. And so if you have 6 tens, that's 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So now we have 12 tens. And so can you count the 12 tens?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
Hold on, 6.
Wait, we got to restart. 2, 3.
Get the fuck out of here. You're at work already.